Discretion is advised.
VPNs are here. April literally disappeared. Cinco de Mayo is canceled. And what the hell is a dangerous idea?
I know what you're thinking. What's that got to do with anything? We're going to find out a little later on the show.
First of all, ain't nobody talking while I'm talking, so shut the up.
Yo. It's the Shut Up and Color podcast. Always informed, never influenced. I'm your host, Ashton Alexander.
And I'm your boy, Micah Jaye.
Micah Jaye. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Arriba. What's going on, boss?
Not much,
What's going on? Are you consuming any tequila today?
Well, I would, but I'm currently doing this no sugar 30-day challenge. I don't think tequila got sugar in it, but
no.
I'm staying away from alcohol.
All alcohol. No beer, no nothing.
No, nothing.
So no good times.
I'm eating like a rabbit.
How's that going for you?
It's going good, man. Look good, feel good.
Look good, feel good.
How you feeling on this Cinco de Mayo?
You know, I feel I'm good.
All right, bet. Did you ever get your hands on the Rocks tequila?
Well, yes, I did. I have it here in the studio with us today. I got the Blanco and the Reposado. I found it like 20 miles away from home, but needless to say, it is here in my presence. Everyone, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm a tequila connoisseur.
Tell the people what Reposado means.
Reposado is just a good old aged tequila. You know, aged for more than 8 months to a year, but they get you that brown color. They usually aged in oak barrels, opposed to the Blancos. Are just like after they finish distilling it, they put it straight in a bottle. So
that clear tequila with what most people are used
to. That mixing tequila. There's Reposados you don't really mix with anything. So you know that, and you got some Anejos, but now we on a whole new thing. That's just like super aged tequila, like a year or more, sometimes 3 years.
Okay, so you got your light, your darks, and your super dark.
Yeah, you got your lights, your light skins, and your dark skins.
Okay.
Depends on what you're looking for. The whites mix with everything.
All right, you make any margaritas, any mojitos?
No. You know, since I switched over to the more premium tequila, I've been just sipping on it. Okay. I do enjoy an occasional margarita, but you know, this would be the occasion for a margarita for Cinco de Mayo.
Hey man, what do you think Cinco de Mayo is, man?
Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of a what's that? Mexican Independence Day or something like that?
No, most people think it's Mexican Independence Day in the U.S., but really it's just a celebration of a battle that they won against the French people, which is symbolic. Yeah, some people died that day.
Okay. I mean, I just
maybe 5,000, maybe
5,000.
Yeah,
damn.
But they only won that battle though that day. Like a few days later, the French came in and it was something else happened. But I know like that was like their first. It became symbolic for that day as a symbol of the Mexican resistance.
I like how you said that day.
That day.
Can they live? Can you give them that day?
Amen.
Damn, they were celebrating. They was popping bottles of tequila.
So for y'all who think Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day, it's not. All right. Go do your research.
Well, yeah, or Micah just did it for you. So there's that.
Stay informed.
Never influence.
Ooh,
I like how you did that, boy. I like how you did that. Hey, before we even get going any farther, man, you know, I can't forget Micah Jaye's infamous word of the day.
Perpetuate.
She sound. Don't talk to me. Talk to me nice.
It's your bad bitch, man.
Perpetuate.
Okay.
Perpetuate.
What's her name?
Her name is Gina.
Her name is Perpetuate.
No, her name is Gina. She works at the library, and she always has her glasses falling down, and she carries books, and they kind of stumble, and she has to pick them up, and she's like bad, but she really don't know it.
Wait, you thought about this? You did a lot of research behind Gina, huh?
What do you mean?
But back to my word of the day.
Perpetuate.
Ooh, okay. Hey, perpetuate. That's what she said.
That's an anime voice.
That's play it one more time.
It's an anime voice, boy. Listen.
Perpetuate.
Kitty toe.
Which means to cause, to continue, or prevail. You know, to make, continue indefinitely. I'll give you a sentence to give you an example of how to use the word perpetuate.
Perpetuate.
I don't even want to say the word. I just want to say it like with her voice every time. Okay, hold on. Line me up. All right. So, how did these first humans survive to
Perpetuate.
the species?
Okay.
You know.
Okay, I see what you're doing here.
So yeah, man. But that's our word of the day.
All right.
And Gina's nice voice assistance.
Yeah, Gina's nice voice. I'm not pressing shit no more, man.
Nah.
She getting wore out. Okay. She's not for everybody. Close your ears. This is my girl. Okay.
Get this man out of here.
Yo. So what about those surfing the webs?
Surfing the webs?
Yeah. I know we were talking about that earlier. The in place of Media Digest, I know you were telling me you were turning me on to the VPNs. I would be telling you guys some amazing like media that you should be digesting based on our week long media we've been consuming. But Micah turned me on to VPNs, and I don't have no solid thing to give you because I've been watching a little bit of everything.
You just been exploring.
I've been exploring.
You getting exposed to what you're about to digest.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, I like to, travel the world. Sometimes I'm in Japan or perhaps what was it?
Singapore,
India. I frequent China sometimes, but there's too many restrictions, so I go back to the UK. But
Okay.
But yeah, hey, let them know what the fucking VPN is. People might not even know where they can find it, what it is. What is it? The virtual proxy.
Yeah. So it's a virtual private network.
Okay.
And it works through like a proxy. So a proxy is just like bouncing around from location to location. But it took me back to my old high school days when we used to have to use VPNs to get around like the school barriers and firewalls.
That's a good ass school, man. I do not remember none of this shit going on.
What? You ain't have to use VPNs when you was in high school?
No, nigga, we did not have no damn VPNs. We had paper balls. That was the extent of fun. Throwing a paper ball behind someone's back.
How old are you, man?
Don't even try that.
Archaic ass.
I don't know where the fuck. I don't know. I didn't know you went to fucking damn MIT for high school, nigga. What the fuck? VPNs. But you went to one of those damn one of them magnet schools, man. One of them
magnet that.
Yeah, one of them good ass schools that has like all the technology in it.
Nah, I definitely ain't go to magnet school. That's like still like public school, but they like are trying to pride themselves on being like better than all the other public schools.
Oh, so you're better than that?
Yeah, I went to a private institution.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? A private Catholic institution.
Oh shit. Oh, so you went to a cult followed Catholic institution. Okay. All right, guys, and that's the show.
But VPNs though. I put them onto VPNs. For some of you who don't know, you can really use VPNs to kinda. What it does is bounce your like IP address basically from different countries around the world off of other servers, and so it allows you to if you download a VPN onto your phone, it will allow you to have access to different Netflix servers.
Everything, even Google from everything.
Yeah, everything gonna change. You might. I know my Google was in Japanese for a while.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Japan got the best Netflix though.
I don't know. Hold on. I was with you until yesterday.
What?
And then I seen Singapore.
Singapore's
Netflix. I mean, it just depends on what you're into. Like I really like Equalizer. That was on Singapore. John Wick's on Singapore's. Just a lot of shit, yo. Oh, the animes in Singapore, I guess they don't speak the same thing. Obviously don't speak the same language as Japanese. Yeah. So they have the subtitles on the ones in Singapore. So that's different. But yeah, nah. Go to the App Store, type in VPN. You can thank us later by following us on YouTube at Shut Up in Color Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I'm telling you, this is gonna change the game for you.
Yeah, I mean VPNs are cool. What made me think about it is when I went to Colombia over the winter time before the queue.
Brag a little bit quieter.
No, I was they had Rick and Morty on there, and I was like, oh, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized like I came home and I was like, wait, we don't got Rick and Morty on Netflix?
Bullshit, boy.
And then episode season 4 is dropping the newer episodes this month.
Are they gonna get uploaded directly to Netflix?
No.
Oh, hold on.
Yes, in the other countries they do. But not in America.
That's more of a reason to get a damn VPN right there.
For sure.
I mean, like, I'm trying to binge watch Rick and Morty, Gumball, that's what got me though, because Gumball was on Singapore and it's not on this one.
Gumball what? It's called
Amazing World of Gumball. The little cartoon that comes on
Cartoon Network?
Cartoon Network? Yeah, I love that show. I keep giggling for?
Because I never watched that show.
That's just amazing. It's ingenious. Whoever made that shit deserves a Grammy, Oscar, whatever they give niggas for making damn cartoons. Give them that shit.
I guess. But yeah, try the VPNs. I mean, there are like algorithms that will like eventually catch on to it if you bouncing around too much. But look,
there's some free ones. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get past it if you get like a paid one. But
test it out.
There's free ones.
Try a little something.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the show. Dangerous Ideas.
But first, hold on, slow your roll now, boy.
What?
Listen, what's the day? May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. We gotta hit the people with some today in the past.
Man, you gotta let me stop talking, man. I'm over here leading this shit. I'm leading a horse to water and I'm drowning them. You ain't even let me know. Come on, man. In the past today.
You know it, bro. Listen, 1865.
Okay.
The first U.S. train robbery in North Bend, Ohio.
What the hell is going on in I swear, I feel like every week you trying to find some shit that happened in Ohio. Ohio, listen, I thought damn Chicago was like the Chirac or damn like Compton, New York, certain places, Miami, Dade County. None of them shits pop up in the past today. It's always Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, somewhere else in Ohio. Worst thing that ever happened. People got shot. People got drowned. Somebody robbed a bank. Train robbery.
A lake caught on fire.
A lake caught on fire.
Or a river. I think it was a river.
A body of water is on fire in Ohio.
Yeah. But
shout out to anybody from Ohio who made it out, man. You strong, man. I fucks with y'all. Y'all might be the chosen ones. Y'all might be the chosen ones.
Listen, 1893. The Panic of 1893 caused a large crash on the New York Stock Exchange. Don't ask me what the panic was about, but it was a panic.
The panic.
Go look it up. 1893. The Panic of 1893. All right. 1921. Miniature newspapers were published, right? They were like so cute. They're like 10 by 13 centimeters.
That's hilarious. Like, what the hell? Why the hell were they printing little ass newspapers?
I don't know. Well, you ever had that popcorn, the Jack something?
Yeah, Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks?
Yeah.
You know those little comics?
Yeah.
Bruh, that could have been it. The little newspaper, you get a little newspaper. Okay.
What the? Some Stuart Little shit.
Hey. I just work here, bruh. 1922. Shout out to the Bronx, man. Construction begins on the Yankee Stadium. You know
the Bronx Bombers. That's what they call the Yankees, right? The Bronx Bombers. Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what they call them.
Okay, that's what they call them. 1925. John T. Scoops arrested for teaching evolution in Tennessee.
Oh, scoop head ass individual. Nah, evolution. Hey, what's that? The last one?
No, I got.
Okay.
I got 3 more.
3 more. Okay. That's a dangerous idea, though.
That sounds like a dangerous idea to me.
All right, yeah.
But 1930, Amy Johnson takes off for the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia. You know.
But she ain't make it?
You know she ain't make it, bro. She disappeared.
I'm fucking around these sticks. Okay, my bad. My bad. I got carried away.
And then 2018, right? This just, because I love me some damn Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover. In 2018, on Cinco de Mayo, he released his music video, This Is America.
This is America.
Don't catch me living out.
Don't catch me living out. Police be tripping, home.
And then I just had to add this one, though, just because I was like, what? In 2018, an electric cigarette explodes, killing a man in St. Petersburg, Florida. That was the first death from a vaping product.
Could you imagine that shit though? Like just taking a good drag real quick boom, like
gone. Yeah, that's
what the
pretty messed
hell?
up.
He must have had a big ass damn vaping stick or what the fuck do you call them shits? What do you call them shits? Vaping pen? I don't know what you call
I
them.
don't know, but that's crazy to think that was the first vaping, like that from vaping products, and then like what 2019 or 2020 where those kids start dying.
Yeah, shit's
vaping
crazy.
stuff.
That is ridiculous. Though there's another one. I got one down here too. In 2021, seems here in Cleveland. No,
You stupid as hell, boy. I was like, wait, hold on. I was leaning in, like, what?
You got one too?
You got what? You did a little today in the past.
It seems like the zoo was left open in Cleveland and all the animals.
That actually happened before. I'm not even joking. That's not even funny. That happened.
Okay, so this is a question though.
That was like in 2016, I think.
20, okay, just because the door was open to the zoo, who let all the other doors open though? Like, there's a lot of series of doors that have to be open for the animals to get out. Just because the entrance is open. See, Cleveland on some next level shit, man.
No, I think. Well, I mean, I've seen animals do some crazy stuff, but I'm pretty sure a man let all his zoo, because you know Ohio allows like exotic animals and stuff. I'm surprised Joe Exotic wasn't found there, but
killed her husband, whacked him.
But yeah, I'm pretty. Anyway, that is not it. That don't got nothing to do with today. In the past,
it does. Living in Cleveland is a dangerous idea.
I mean, I did hear. I don't know if this is a factual information, but I did hear that Cleveland has a higher rate of like shooting murders per population than Chicago,
which is crazy because Chicago has a whole nickname,
Chiracs.
What the hell do they call Cleveland?
Cleveland. They just call
damn
it CLE Cleveland. I don't know.
It's crazy, man.
Oh,
all right, shout out LeBron. That's why you got that jump shot. He always fade away in because he always trying to ball back from Cleveland. All right, yeah. So,
but now we can get
now
into dangerous ideas.
Now can I move forward?
You can move forward.
All right, dangerous ideas.
What's a dangerous idea? Is it like when I'm like, all right, bro, let's do something stupid that could potentially harm us?
No. That's a stupid idea. A dangerous idea is something that's going to involve the morality of the people, though. Something that's going to an idea that goes against the societal norms of the time that involves morality.
Okay. So, I got you. So, dangerous idea is the idea that induces. It don't necessarily have to be like self-evidently false, right? It's just kind of neglected or not advocated or would be considered as a harmful action because it goes against the prevailing moral order. Correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I mean, you asking me nigga, like you don't know. Nigga, you know.
I know a little something.
You know what you know, and you know. Now,
all you know is all you know, bro.
All you know is all you know.
Well, all right, let's talk about some dangerous ideas of the past, man. The first one that come to mind for me is a damn Galileo.
Okay. Yep.
Like on some people used to think that the earth revolved around the sun, but then he realized like, no.
Nah.
We revolve around the sun.
Yeah.
And he got like killed or put in like prison, right?
Yeah.
Executed.
They locked that nigga away.
I'm locked up.
They won't let me out.
Every time.
Oh, okay, you're done. That shit's crazy. It's not. I don't think it's crazy when you think about like the context of the time and stuff like that. But like now looking back, I'm like, damn, they locked that nigga away because he thought that the earth revolved. Not even thought. He knew that the earth revolved around the sun, and that idea was so far fetched for the rest of the world. Like, how is that idea going to change the way society operates?
I think it'd be people at power trying to protect themselves. So like you got to think about it. Back then it was like kings, and like the kings were the ones that were pushing like religion order. Because remember the people couldn't read.
Oh yeah.
So it was like they need to believe everything. They had to believe that.
And Earth is like the center of the universe. So if it's not the center of the universe, and you say the sun is, it's like, hold on now.
And like if I'm a king and I'm like I got the people convinced that I have divine what is it called? Divine
intuition?
No. I'm missing a word, but it's basically when kings used to say that they were like chose by God.
Oh, damn.
Divine right.
No. They are. Damn.
I'm gonna call it the divine right, bro.
I'm just talking about, but that's not the word about it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, yeah.
I'm calling it divine right. If you know, let me know. But that's what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
like if you are have people the masses convinced that you were chosen by God and that everything is like from God and that you should never question God.
Yeah.
You can't have like opposing ideas coming out and dropping, because then people are gonna be like, wait, if this is wrong, then hold on, what about other stuff, you know?
All right. What else you got?
I mean, even before that, like this shout out to my flat earthers. I don't know.
Who are your flat earthers?
I don't know. They out there.
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, he played in Cleveland. It makes sense.
Oh my God.
He was born in Akron, Ohio. No, I think.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a true fact.
What? Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
You mean LeBron James?
No. Maybe it was Stephen Curry
What?
that was born in Akron, Ohio.
LeBron James was born in Akron, Ohio.
Somebody that it's not LeBron James that is really good at basketball was still born in Ohio somewhere.
And then we're going to fast forward to the future, and they say they believe that the earth is flat.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, ludicrous, borderline stupid.
But you got one?
Yeah. This doctor by the name of Eigens Simwells was actually beaten to death in an insane asylum after trying to stop doctors from washing their hands before they perform surgery. They said that they believe that, the doctors of the time said that gentlemen do not carry germs, so that, they can go from operation room to operating room without washing their hands because gentlemen don't have germs. And they were like infecting these women, especially like during childbirth and stuff. They were infecting the wound and stuff, which is crazy.
But what was the moral? What was the so people were against? Somebody was like, "Yo, we need to wash our hands," and people were like, "Hell no!" But why? What was the moral that was like stopping them from believing it?
The gentleman?
Yeah.
Like but they were under the assumption that like not a refined gentleman was above all. So it's like he would have no sickness, no germs, no nothing. So he could do that. That's why all those doctors back then were like the monocle wearing, briefcase toting ones.
Got you. What's another one? Oh, what about Charles Darwin?
Oh, evolution?
Yeah, like the fact that you could say like the whole natural selection thing is just
his damn wife almost left his ass. You know
why?
Because you should get persecuted in the streets. The nigga's like, oh, your fucking man is stupid. He crazy as hell for believing that damn natural selection or evolution or that we evolved from I'm not saying a lesser species, but we evolved from a different species, even though we only really like 2 chromosomes away from being a banana.
But of course that's not true because we were born from God.
Yeah. Damn.
From the earth.
From the earth. We were what is it? We some dust and spit rolled together and thrown out there. Clay people.
I mean, that's no difference than the guy who we talked about who got fired, right, for trying to teach evolution.
Oh yeah.
In Tennessee,
yeah, like, Tennessee, yeah. Like that's just crazy. I mean, that's just like big in the South though. Like people do not want you to teach their child evolution. They almost see it as a form of religion. Like science is a form of religion to them, and they just like we don't want no parts of that, which is crazy.
Because I think the reason why is just because a lot of times, like when I think of science in the early days of discovery, like it always posed itself as a supernatural like thing when really it was just nature and we was just discovering the principles of it. But it was like, what? This is like supernatural because we don't understand the why behind it yet.
Right.
So it's supernatural to us. And if it's supernatural and it's against God or like what we know about the church, then it is either another religion or it's Satan or something that opposes the pre-existing ideals.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just something that to me is like, even if we roll back to the flat earth thing, like there's so much stuff like to refute that that, I mean, I understand some of the stuff that I've read, some of the stuff that like would put it into motion and be like, I understand why you would think that. But then like, I'm just like, why is the sun not up in Japan and in New York at the same time then, if the earth is flat? Like if it's directly overhead at 12 o'clock, like it should be seen from all sides of the earth.
True.
Like, immediately. But they believe, so this is the crazy shit too though. So they believe that the earth is flat, which is this bad idea believing that the earth is round, but the earth is flat. But they also believe that there's a giant wall of ice that surrounds the whole entire world that keeps us all in. A giant wall of ice.
What?
Yeah. So
Why the ice though?
I have no idea, but they say like the Antarctica is not like a flat. It's not like a continent. It actually like goes around the whole entire Earth, and then it keeps the water in the land like secure
Together.
Yeah, but that is a more plausible idea than the Earth being round to them.
I don't know, man. I gotta sit down with a legit, like whoever the head president of the Flat Earther Committee. I gotta sit down and have
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump believes the Earth is flat.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say it though. No, I'm just playing. I don't know that to be a fact. I don't know that to be a fact, but damn.
Always informed, never influence people. Remember people. Remember the motto.
Fake news.
But yeah, I don't know. But I know that is definitely like kind of like one of the earliest dangerous ideas, that the earth was round though.
Yeah.
Because people thought it was flat because you could only see how far. People definitely came from a culture of like seeing is believing.
Yeah. But the whole concept of like round and walking was probably like, well, if the earth is round, why am I not like falling over when I'm walking? You know what I'm saying? But then like not understanding how massive the earth is and how small you are on it. But you know, I'm not here to perpetuate ideas about, you know, flat earth. So
yeah, because I know even when you think about like Socrates or Aristotle, they were people who always got pushed back because they were going against the cultural norms to basically try to persevere and continue to strive for critical thinking.
We gotta find some even ground with these weirdos.
But I mean, hey, I feel like all great ideas, innovations, inventions always get some type of pushback. But that's not necessarily what a dangerous idea is, though. It has to be specifically when morals push back.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like religious morals, but just like morals of society. So what are some dangerous ideas of now, like the present?
Oh, are you going there?
Yeah.
The moral injustices of the today. Well, there is, now once again, this is not me. This is just me. You know, there is the idea that like let's see, like African American men are more aggressive than the rest of the world in general, commit more crimes based on just their genetic makeup and who they are.
Propaganda.
100% propaganda, but you know, that's an idea that has been placed out there based on.
I mean,
but
they may be a little stronger. You know how people be on some. Well, you know, we are stronger as a people.
Oh my! I thought you were talking about like physically, like
yeah,
more muscles and.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's scientifically proven too, though. So whatever.
And they have extra bone in their foot.
Yeah, so you know we're not making shit up. It's not. It's always informed, never influenced. Damn it! I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, but I am a black man. But I know these things. I know these things to be true. What else we got? We got
But wait, who is the most dangerous? Is that a thing?
Oh, so no. So if you look at the United States government, whether you choose to believe it or not, you can look it up. The United States government has determined that the most dangerous person on the planet is middle-aged white Christian men. On average, commit more heinous crimes than any group on the planet. Like more anything that involves the harming and loss of life or limb or anything like that to the extreme. Like we're not talking about petty crime, car theft, drugs, anything. We're talking about like someone seriously got hurt or people were like put at risk, and it falls in middle-aged white Christian men.
how do y'all get that? Well, I mean, it's the government, but
Yeah.
how is that like information
So,
accumulated?
All crimes that are committed are logged, and they take all those logs and all that information and they throw it into a database, and that database just like calculates all that stuff up, and they base it on like, oh, I committed the crime. Like, okay, how old is he? John Doe is 40 years old. All right, he's a white male. He's whatever. He says he's Christian because you pick your little indoctrinate whatever.
Yeah.
So he's Christian. Yeah, he's from Montana or whatever like that. They'll take that information. What did he do? He shot 2 people at a bar or whatever. They take all the information and they'll put it in the database, and then that database will calculate everything up, and then they'll spit out like the ratios of danger or individuals who commit crimes at a higher rate. So like people would assume that Muslims are the Islamic individuals, all the Islamic fake commit more terrorist acts than any group of people.
Like less than 1% or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
But middle-aged white men commit like terrorist attacks. Like that shit's like 25-30% more than everybody.
But now it makes so much sense now. When you think about all the dangerous ideas of the past. Look, man, hold on. Think about it. Charles Darwin. What color was he?
He was white.
And who did he get prosecuted by?
White people.
White middle-aged Christian men.
Really though, yeah. Major wars, the Crusades.
Yeah, think about let's take it back to 330 BC when the Earth is round, and Greek philosophers like Pythagoras.
Yeah, that guy.
Pythagoras.
That's what we would call him. Pythagoras. Yeah.
Aristotle.
Yeah.
What color were they?
Caucasian. They were.
Who did they get persecuted by?
Middle-aged white men, Christian men.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
No, for real. Like,
is this genetic?
I mean, every war that has, almost like started in the last 20, 30 years.
Middle-aged Christian white men. Oh my goodness.
The last war that was started.
Middle-aged Christian white man. That's how I'm answering everything.
Middle-aged Christian.
Excuse me, sir. Who? Middle-aged Christian white man.
Yeah, facts. World War 1, 2, possibly
3
in the future. Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever. All went down. Middle-aged white men. Massacre in Texas, shooting off not Texas, Las Vegas. 42-year-old middle-aged Christian white man. He killed like 50 people. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But then you think about, all right, so like, all right, let's find another group of individuals who did like some mass murder. Like, all right, they'll point to 9/11. They'll do it. And we'll be like, in the course of our history, we'll say that was horrible. And it is 100%. I'm not like changing the narrative on if it's good or bad or whatever. But I'm saying, by and large, who commits the most heinous activities? They're going to say African Americans based on crime, like petty crimes. They'll involve, the media will throw petty crimes in there and then throw them ratios out there at you. And then those bad ideas right there will pick up the narrative and then drive home this idea.
That's what I was thinking, that when I was just like listening, I was just like, the craziest thing about the whole thing is this like control of the media though.
Yeah.
Like
they got
the whole reason why like American ideals can even think that like Muslims are like hella dangerous. It's because of one like viral incident that happened, and now everybody you look at that's Muslim is like, potential like, oh snap.
Yeah, like,
or like even like people gonna look at like Asian people different after the coronavirus just because of the media.
Yeah, like that.
China, Wuhan.
That shit like that shit was planned or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and if it was, it wasn't.
And some people think,
Yeah.
My mama, she swear that she just know exactly how it was created in the lab.
In a lab, put out there to kill
everybody.
Okay.
We had this argument so much. I'd be like,
and that's an idea.
Mom, you gotta be informed, never influenced. But she don't care. She's like, I just know. So
what happened to the What happened to the Native Americans?
Christian, middle-aged, white man.
Slavery.
Middle-aged Christian white man.
I mean, the list goes on, bro. I mean, when you sit back and I'm not pointing fingers and saying like, hey, we should be, these people are bad. I'm saying like, we should sit back and like, just stating facts, really sit back and think about it. Like, all right, old buddy was selling weed. This guy was, trafficking a little heroin. He was doing this right here. But I was like, all right, he did shoot. Black on black crime is a problem, right? But like white on everyone crime, like that's a problem too.
What I think, not to just make this about a black and white thing, but like when you think about like police brutality,
middle-aged Christian white men.
Damn, what's another one?
I'm about to get a T-shirt that says that shit.
Middle-aged Christian white man. That's gonna be a scary shirt.
Who did it? Middle-aged Christian white man.
Hey,
that's they claim to fame, bro. Like they're scapegoat out. Like they get off. Middle-aged Christian white men be getting off, bro. Like David Duke, middle-aged Christian white man. Like Donald Trump, old ass Christian white man.
It's a fact.
Like they just go untouched for some reason. Like already men in the society already are like untouched, but then to fall in that category, like you are in the perfect position to do what you want in this country.
Right.
Like they have like that's when taking white privilege to the next level. That's when white privilege has evolved when you get to middle age and you're white and you're a Christian. Like then your white privilege is like at the next level. Like you are ready to go. You are here. You are Ryu with Hadouken. You are Goku with a spirit bomb.
You get stronger.
You get stronger and stronger
angrier.
and angrier. The more the stronger, the angrier you get, the stronger you get. Like that's just crazy.
Okay, what do you think about this as a dangerous idea of today? Would damage from terrorism be reduced if police could torture suspects in special circumstances?
No. I think it would increase the amount of terrorism.
They'll be just torturing everybody probably.
And you're gonna yap up somebody who's like walking around in a hijab or a damn a turban, and then they've done nothing wrong, and you're going to like interrogate them and do all types of crazy shit to them, and then you're gonna let them go because you didn't find nothing. They're gonna go back and tell that story. It's gonna enrage some people. They're gonna rise up and they're gonna start committing They're gonna start committing the shit that you did, that you like question them about. They're gonna start doing that shit.
Yeah, and it's like proven. Like when people think about the Central Park 5. Like we definitely know that people say and like do weird things when they're under like those type of pressures. Like sometimes like people have, it's so much history of like people like committing to crimes they haven't done at all because of just like mental torture, let alone like physical torture
or fear of like what's gonna happen if I don't take this, like lesser
or family.
Like they said that I'm gonna go to jail for life if I don't say I did it, and if I did do it, I'll go to jail for 10 years. And then you do it, you say it, and they're like,
and you there for life.
All right, we're putting your ass in there for life because we didn't realize there was a lot more people think. Like, no, hell no.
You can't give humans that much power.
No,
bro.
you can't. And we've given them all the power. We've given middle-aged white men the power to control everything.
What about would unwanted children be better off if they were in the market in adoption rights with babies going for a higher bid? To the higher bidder.
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I'm gonna say that once you do that, you're gonna start putting the intrinsic value on children or babies. Like there's a money value that can be placed on a human being. And if I find out that your ass was sold for $5, like there's only two things that can happen. Either you had an amazing life and you can use that as like an Oprah story. Like, yo, I was sold for $5, but look at me now, I'm worth millions. Or you're gonna be sold for $5 and you ain't gonna be shit. And then I'm like, well, I mean, you were.
You're gonna be mad that you bought a $1 million baby and they just want to play.
Yeah, you were a $5 baby though. So
you just want to make TikTok videos.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, look, are suicide terrorists well educated, mentally healthy, and morally driven?
Morally driven? I think they think they're morally driven.
I think that's a whole study though.
Yeah.
I know in psychology, like the whole psychology around like villains always thinking that they are doing the right thing, which to an extent they are because of like.
Yeah, that's why
like,
I rock with villains. I mean, anybody knows anything about me, I hate superheroes. I hate good guys when it comes to these. Not in real life, but when it comes to these comic books and shit like that, I hate good guys because they never like they have no like purpose. Like their whole purpose is to react. Like they're just sitting back waiting, playing video games, and they're like, oh, the fucking the bat lights in the air. I have to go out and see what's going on. This one man running across all of New York City.
But okay, I see what you're saying.
But then like you got like a criminal. Or not a criminal, but the villain or the presumed villain. He's out here like, there's too many motherfucking people dying in this bitch. Too many people going hungry. There's too many, you know what I'm saying? And he's like,
we need to wipe them all out.
You know what I need to do? I'll bear this. We need to take half of the population in the whole entire universe and cut it in half. Therefore, children will be able to eat. You know, there'll be jobs, there'll plenty. There'll be people can get health care. Everybody will be taken care of if there was just less people in the universe.
I think that's true to like in that phase of like I think that's like after maturity level of phase of a villain or superhero. But I think at the end of the day they all are reactionary though. Like
who?
All villains, bro.
What you talking about?
Bro, every villain has some type of origin story where they like something happened to them and now they're reacting, which caused them down this path of peril.
Well, that's obvious, but I mean that's like saying like nobody, like everybody.
And
has
the same thing for superheroes.
Everybody's happening to somebody, but them superheroes be having some whack ass shit though. I guess I don't like their origin stories. They whack shit. My mom got shot in the alley and her pearls hit the ground. Now I'm Batman. Like, okay, and what you gonna do? I'm here to stop crime all over the city because my parents were killed due to it. Like, okay, now you stopped like 50, 60 people. How many more people must be stopped for you to feel like want like love? You got daddy issues, man. Batman got some damn daddy issues, bro. He's missing. He needs a hug. The nigga need a hug. Superman. What's his purpose? Origin story. Got shot from a rocket because some people were blowing up his planet. Ended up on Earth in a cornfield. Raised by some regular ass individuals. And now he saves people because he has superhuman strength.
Yeah. I feel like Superman out of everybody probably has the least purpose in life. And he's just like
damn. No. Least purpose in life.
No. In the sense that like he like has no he's only driven by moral values of humans though. Like he got there and they were like, wait, you can do all this crazy shit? You know you need to do good. And like he was raised by white, middle-aged
Christian.
And you know, see there are some good middle-aged white Christian people out there. There are a lot. You know?
Oh man.
You crazy.
Okay. And I didn't say nothing, man. I was scratching my goddamn ears through the headphones. Damn, man. Fucking.
All right. Do men have an innate tendency to rape?
Yes. I think so.
Okay.
I think that we try to separate ourselves from animals for some reason, and that we believe that we are not animals, but we all have like urges. And I feel like with a little bit of intoxication and or like other stimulants, that those firewalls that we have that are set up to stop us from doing those things, like the societal norms or fear of prisoning or being imprisoned, have stopped us and slowed us down. But I think if not for those things, people will be raping. There'll be more rape in the world.
I think I agree with you. I think because when you think about like impulsiveness, like you talking about an urge that like is genetically coded in us, and like then you talking about like just without like when you just think about criminal instinct is just really like black or white, right? Like
right.
I want this and I need this,
right? So
but then like society, like modern society or just like a civil society, like tells you like, wait, hold on, like people have value and that like you should respect one another. And I mean, it definitely contributes to people's homeostasis, but I definitely agree. Like ducks are vicious ass necrophiliacs. Like if you don't know what the word necrophiliac mean, it means to just have sex with dead things. And, you know, and ducks will like, they actually do rape their women. and then
Yeah.
they'll continue. Like after they like have killed them, they'll like continue. Or if a male duck has died, they'll go to the dead body and they'll
Yeah, I mean, like, look at
do-
lions.
do their thing.
Look at lion. The strongest male lion, he'll kill all the competition off, and then he'll sleep with all the damn lioness. He'll just run up on them. They like he imposes his will on them, bite them on the damn neck, hold them down, and then. But we were like, hello, look at this, look at these lions giving birth right now. He's mounting her from behind. Oh, look at this! It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a circle. It's the circle of life. But like, we're saying that like rape is in a societal way is the unwanted like advances of sex, right? So I'm saying we had to like come together as people and say we don't want this, it's unwanted, and then give it a name. But before that, I know 10 times out of 10 niggas was raping whoever they wanted to back in the day. Like these damn like we talking about like go back to like Roman times or some shit like that. These niggas are
Mongolian warriors.
These niggas are walking down the street and grabbing women up. If you had the money, the power, if you had the weight, the ability to impose your will on somebody, they were raping the hell out of these people. Like people,
You seen Game of Thrones, boy?
yeah, niggas getting raped all the time. Men was getting raped in Game of Thrones. Like, yeah. So
Really? I don't remember that.
I just threw that in there. I don't know.
Oh,
I felt like that was a thing.
I wanted to agree with you so bad. I'm like, yeah. Wait,
hold on. I didn't see that. I didn't see the episode.
Cool.
Yeah,
Where?
It was on the episodes. The dragons. Yeah.
Oh, oof.
Khaleesi, she got told to fuck up. She got raped.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
like,
she got raped.
But then, yeah, and then you have like even like in the '60s where like people like this culture of like when patriarchy was going hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Like where it's like it's unwanted, but then I realized that like eventually over time, the less I resist, maybe the more enjoyable it may become. Or I don't really know how that works. I never really been on that.
Damn, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Stockholm syndrome when people fall in love with a captor.
Yeah. That's a thing.
So like people get kidnapped and then you start feeding them and take care of them.
Niggas be falling in love with their baby mama. I know what you're talking about, Micah. Yeah.
You stupid.
They're trapped.
Has our state of the environment improved in the last 50 years?
Has it improved?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nah,
It's probably decreased for
sure.
sure. More cars, more people,
more trash,
more cows.
Bro, them cows are villains.
Them cows fucking up the ozone, bro. We are losing our ozone at an alarming rate due to these goddamn cows, boy.
Cows?
Yeah, they fucking just shitting everywhere, and them damn CO2s going into the ozone and just ripping it apart.
That's low-key crazy to think about. Like that cow shit is really gonna be the end of us.
Yeah, and we just steadily eating damn Whopper Juniors.
And we domesticated cows, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a time when they were wild, so they probably been like cows and sheep probably been. Well, no, cows have definitely been way longer than sheep when it comes to domestication.
Right, because cowboys and even before that. Well,
yeah, I'm talking about like years. I'm talking about the beginnings of like civilization.
Because sheep are kind of like docile animals, though, right?
Yeah, and they like you think, but they're still like wild sheep. Like,
gotcha.
If you go to New Zealand, they're like sheep everywhere, like everywhere.
Hold on. Are sheep just those animals that we didn't necessarily domesticate on purpose, but they was just like that easy?
They some like bitch ass pack animals. Like they not about to try and fight nobody. They trying to graze in little groups and stay warm together.
And we just was like, we'll just build a fence here.
I'll put a fence around these motherfuckers, and they're like,
and that just happened.
Now I got sheep, and they like, hey, I can't get out. Oh, there's still grass here.
I never thought about that before.
Okay. This man with the stick keeps taking me to places where there's better grass. I'll follow him. Hey, what the fuck you got this damn dog biting in my ankles for? I was just trying to see what's over here. Like,
that did remind me, like just talking about domesticated animals, and then I'll get back to my dangerous ideas.
Baby mamas, what the hell?
Domesticated animals?
Yeah.
I was watching like a little video on like how the domestication of like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
And like, I was thinking like how like it's so crazy to think about, but I think it was easier than people think to domesticate dogs and animals and cats.
You can do that shit through selective breeding. Just find
I'm saying like even before that, like
what?
I'm talking about like when like the first human to like come across a wild like
feed it.
Yeah.
Just feed it.
Like just feed it. And like that's what they were saying, like when they found like cats in Egypt and stuff, and they would found that like they probably just slowly worked their way to like human populations. And like since humans have food, then other animals come there and then they could get there, and they found that like they would feed the cats like cornmeal and stuff in the diet because they realized that the cats kept the mice away. So then over time, that's why cats so bad, bro, and do whatever they want, because they just like they just start getting paid for their service.
Yeah. What if like animals had like a running history book that they could dive into, and they were like telling each other about, but we just didn't know because we don't speak that language. And cats be like, we come from a long line of thoroughbred cats, you know, all the way back to the Egyptian days when we were saving from the rats. You know, you should be proud of yourself. You don't belong here. You don't owe these humans anything. That's why they be stretching and shit. Hey, the cat stretch is the most disrespectful stretch of all animal species, because they be stretching like they don't give a fuck, man. Ass in the air, stretching out like, what the fuck you looking at?
We shouldn't eat animals because animals have souls.
We shouldn't do what?
Eat animals.
Fuck that. I think we should be devouring animals. We should be getting rid of all these damn cows. But that's a whole other story. Animals have a soul, so they gotta do anything.
I don't know.
Plants ain't got a soul.
They do.
Trees ain't got no damn souls.
They do.
God dang trees. Hey, they be saying trees be talking to each other.
They do.
They got hearts.
I know. They dream.
Communicate. They communicate. Like, plants are alive. If you don't think plants are alive, and vegans, vegetarians, low key, they refuting that shit, because they know like that's gonna be the death of them. They're gonna be thousands, if not millions, of people who just drop dead once they've realized that damn plants are like living creatures. Like,
I think one of the biggest dangerous ideas is the idea that morals are non-existent. Like,
or are existent or non-existent,
or like non-existent. Like, there is no higher level of consciousness that tells us right or wrong.
No, for sure.
It's just all taught behavior.
100%. It all comes down to homeostasis,
context, and surroundings.
I want to live, so I'm probably not going to smack shit out your ass, because that's gonna start a fight. And if I start a fight with you, you're gonna pick up your club and hit me with it, and then I'll die. And I want to live forever. So
okay, what about this dangerous idea? Would society be better off if heroin and cocaine were legalized? Yes, definitely. I think 100%. So. The less likely people are to consume things on a crazy amount if they can have it readily available. I mean, alcohol is one of those things. I mean, look, we sitting at a table with 14, 15 bottles of alcohol on it, and they're like mostly all full. Yeah. But if this was like the Prohibition era, we in this bitch in a juke joint, we like selling shots. Like, you know, we would probably be drinking every time we get a chance to, because it was not allowed. Yeah, so. And I think like other countries in the world have like shown like they have exemplified like what it means to become a tolerant like culture and society. Like, I know the Netherlands have like sites where people can like do heroin, and like they promote like safer practices, and they stop people from ODing and give you safe needles.
Would it be wrong if in these safe havens, air quotations, that they gave these individuals needles, but they gave them needles that had a slightly dosage of a poison that could kill them, so they could kill the heroin addicts?
Why? What are the heroin addicts doing to society?
And drain on society and medical resources.
Are they taking our face mask?
No, but they're taking our needles, and they're taking a time away from doctors. I'm not saying. I'm just posing the question. Would that be?
Are they?
Would that be wrong? They're filling up the morgues.
Would it be wrong to have a place where people who feel like suicide camps, where you could just voluntarily come to suicide, and like you have like a consultant, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And you talk about like, everything that's going on.
That should be
and
a
then
thing.
If you're sure, we walk you over to this electric chair.
Is that not a good thing to have?
I don't know. I think now I just thought of that. I thought of that one off the top.
You're a sick man. What? Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you.
Well, get this man off the ones and twos.
Where's that shit come from?
bro, this episode is called Dangerous Ideas.
Damn.
I just thought about that.
That shit would be. I think okay.
Like, if I was to say that, I definitely would probably be crucified.
You definitely persecute right away, instantly. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone can be saved. Everyone can
no one deserves to die.
They just need some chance.
Every life is valuable.
Yeah, they just need a chance to someone talk to them and stuff like that.
People would be like, you're an asshole. You're inconsiderate of people that deal with it. And
that's some selfish shit, though.
Huh?
That's some selfish shit.
What?
On the people who would persecute you for that shit. That's selfish.
It is.
Because if this person says, "Listen, man, I did what I wanted to do. I didn't do everything I wanted to do. Whatever. I'm not feeling too great about it, and I just want to kill myself." Right? And they've been thinking over, and then they go to a place where they talk to somebody about like what's going on in their life, and they're like, "Yeah, I just talked to you. You're a licensed therapist that's trying to talk me out of it." Right? Like trying to talk me out of it. I'm in this place for let's say 2 or 3 days. Like you're there for 2 or 3 days talking to these people, trying to hash out your issues, and at the end of those 2 or 3 days, you say, "Nah, I still want to go through with it." What's wrong with that?
What? Hey, everybody.
What's
got
wrong
freedom
with
of
that? Like they will put you in jail if you commit suicide and fail, and you will go to jail for attempted murder.
What?
That's
a thing.
There's a thing.
That's
like
crazy.
Attempted suicide is attempted murder, and you'll go to jail.
And that's based off of like morality.
Like what the fuck, nigga? You should have been like what
Christian
the hell?
values, probably.
Damn, they told him about like I think it's a good idea though. I
never thought about that until now.
It's
but
not
that's a dangerous idea.
It's not a heartwarming idea that I would be like, oh my goodness, we definitely need 2 or 3 of these around. I understand if there was one like near Cleveland, but
I think it would be. I think it could potentially. What? I think it could be potentially beneficial to like other people. Like I'm not trying to say that it would like lessen the blow of losing a loved one, but like it's definitely way more traumatic finding your daughter like hung in your bathroom or somewhere. God.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? Hung in the bathroom.
Listen, y'all. If y'all listening, do not let Alex play the good guy right now. He is.
Oh my God.
He is fueling the fire. He be saying the most.
What?
All right.
Give me an example.
No.
Go now.
I ain't gonna put you
on the clock. You on the clock.
Listen.
No, pull the trigger.
The idea that I'm saying right now is his idea. He told me about this.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, I'm not gonna put you out there like that, man. But all right. What are some dangerous ideas of? Oh, I got one for you. You ready? The one that you said that's messed up.
Yeah.
Should homosexuality be considered an infectious disease?
Yikes. Do I think homosexuality should be?
No, that's the idea that you said.
Listen, Dangerous Ideas is a Googleable journal by a notable doctor. You can read it yourself. It's in there.
By Steven Pinker?
Yeah, Steven Pinker. Do I think homosexuality? No, I don't think it's an infectious disease, because that's insinuating that like it can be caught at any time. And I don't think it can be caught at any time.
I don't think it can be caught.
I don't think it can be just like, because I think of diseases, I think like anybody can get it at any point in time of their life. And I don't think you can just be, I mean, I guess you could be turned out. I don't know. Shit.
But that, I feel like that's,
I mean, but that's like, okay, the problem with the morality behind the dangerous ideas is to insinuate that the idea that someone is talking about is in fact wrong. Right. So then I would have to agree or disagree with the fact that I think homosexuality is wrong or right. And then